Hi.
And
Okay, so I guess we can get started. Good morning, everyone. I only know Maury here. Hello, Maury. I hope you're feeling much, much better and you have fully recovered by now.
thank you for saying that.
And then I see here, I guess, is it Bella and Patty and Jenny?
Yes.
Welcome, welcome. So nice to nice to meet the three of you. And
Lance too. Did you see Lance? If you scroll down.
let me see, Lance. Oh, hello, Lance. I did not see you. You were not on my first screen, but thank you so much for joining. Good morning, and very nice to meet all four of you. Just wanted to briefly introduce myself. My name is Dragana Popovic, and I've been with our wonderful office and in real estate for 6 years, and came from the world of advertising. That's what I did in my previous life. I was an art director, and that training helped me a lot with real estate. As I always say, like, we always advertise and market either properties or clients and put little, like campaigns for them. So I've really, really enjoyed being part of this wonderful office, and wanted to welcome you on board, and just wanted to remind you, in addition to what we will be going over today in class, I just want you to know that this is a very, very special office. We have a wonderful agent culture, like at our brokerage, very supportive environment, and we are all here to support you and to help you, like get on your feet and start the business right, so you can be as successful as Maury is, who like has only been in business maybe not even a full year, and he's just killing it, and he's a living proof that you can just do like amazingly well, even in this like super unusual circumstances and all the difficulties that we are facing, and all of that. Like, he's just done so amazingly well, and is a true inspiration to you guys and also to all of us, like, and reminder, like of what all we should be doing every single day. So anyway, today we are supposed to be talking about the powerful language that's supposed to get us great results, and about the importance of scripts. They're very, very important, not only in our industry, but like in any industry, but especially with real estate. It's kind of like this invaluable tool, and something that we need to do like on daily basis to get better in what we do and how we do things. So as you know, the goal of like Ignite and Spark is for you guys to get appointments within 2 weeks, and also like set you up for hopefully signing your first contracts in this like in next month or two, and like teach you how to like set up your goals, and how to work every day on building of your database, on practicing scripts, on contacting prospective clients, and also learning everything you can about the market, because you need all of this in order to be successful in what you're doing. If you follow Ignite and everything that we are going over, and I always recommend doing it in the order that Ignite is put together, because like it's really like it took many, many years to come up with this program, to structure it and put it in some type of logical order, so that like you're learning as you go, and things will get more and more clear the further you are into the program. And I highly recommend also redoing Ignite again, because in every session you will you will have different instructors, and it's always great to know how different agents approach the practice and different parts of the practice, because as we all know, we all bring our own personalities to this business, and there is not one way to get things done. Like if you have a situation, like several different agents could resolve that situation like in different ways, and it's always good to hear about different approaches and pick the one that works best for you, best for your approach, personality, and also best for your own target audience. As you know, every day we agents, concentrate on both growing our business and also running our business. Every day we, as part of growing our business, we concentrate on lead generation, and that's something that needs to be done 5 days a week, every day, and that you should put aside 1 to 2 hours every day to do this. And I contacted people either in your own network, or if you do calling to go after clients that way. Also, you will be working during the Ignite and afterwards on making your listing presentations for sellers, making your buyer presentations for buyers, practicing them so you can get better. In normal times, during during the week, you would be going and previewing properties for your clients. Nowadays, just because of limitations with showings, we don't really do that, but hopefully we will get back to some type of normalcy soon. So, it's always nice to go and preview properties, so where to take your clients or not, and so that you're familiar with the property once you're there with them for the first time. As part of running your business, every day we're just dealing with what we have on our plate. If we have listings, we're going to be working on marketing our listings. If we're working with buyers, we're going to be showing them the houses. We're going to be checking the for the listings online, sending them stuff that we think would be a good match. Once they like something, setting up the appointments and going to appointments with clients. If we are in in escrow, we're going to be negotiating contracts. We're going to be dealing with transaction management. We'll be advising our clients about involving vendors in different stages of the escrow, and just making sure everything is in compliance, and also continually learn more, attend different classes, going to seminars, working with our coaches if we're working with us, and also managing our own finances, and running our business from that financial side as well. So the sooner you know that there is no secret about how the business is run, we have all the agents have try to find their own ways, but it all comes to basics, and they have been tried and proven, and stick to the bases and do them. Find the way to, make them their own, but, always do whatever you need to grow your business and also run your business at the same time on daily basis. So today, we'll be talking about learning and internalizing scripts that will help you in all aspects of your business, from lead generation to getting a transaction closed. Scripts will help you with lead generation, getting your clients, like in the first place, uncovering clients' motivations, which is very, very important because, like you'll also need to be reminding them of these motivations throughout the process and keeping them, like on the right path. The scripts will help you identify objections and be ready to answer these objections and help your clients, like come up with, like the best solutions to, like whatever, like they're fearing or, like whatever, like they, like they think is their objection and whether it's the realistic one or not, and whether there is a solution for that or not. Scripts will also help you close deals, like you will be applying them not only while talking to your clients, but also like talking to the other like agents, talking to like vendors, and again relating all of this information to your clients in the like most meaningful way. You will also like learn how to listen and how to speak in terms that your clients will really understand what you're trying to relate to them. And also knowing scripts, like, and knowing how to address is, like common situations, like common objections, like common fears that our buyers and sellers have, like is also help you build confidence as like agents, as like you will be like able to quickly respond to them, like as already what's in their mind and how to like address it. Do you have like any questions as of right now? Like, is there anything like that I've spoken about, like that like you're wondering about, or have any questions so far? Okay. So have you like like we have this, let me just see just for a moment. So right now, like on your screen, like you have like a couple of questions that like we have all heard before, like, did you find everything you were looking for? Go ahead, look around, and please let me know if I can help you. I see you admiring that big screen TV or the dress, like, or whatever it is. Are you looking to get one for this big game this weekend? We have all heard this.
Jump in and interrupt you, Dragana?
I'm sorry?
I would say, can I jump in and make a comment?
Absolutely.
I'll just tell everyone, I bought a house, my girlfriend and I bought a house 2.5 years ago. And we've been looking, I'm going to say maybe for a year, because we just love looking at open houses. This was before I got into real estate, but I always loved real estate. I cannot tell you how many listing agents never said a word. We'd walk into an open house. They might say hello, maybe. They were on the phone, they were texting, they sat there. They don't know if I have an agent or not. And at the time, I didn't have an agent, but I was shocked. Almost every single time, agents didn't say one word to us. I mean, if you're a listing agent, you could get, maybe you could double side the deal. Or when I try to sell the property, what are you looking for? Let me tell you about the home, if I may. I always say, with your permission, I'd like to tell you a little bit about it. But I don't know, Dragana, if you ascribe to don't say anything and let people just walk through, or
absolutely not. I love people. I'm there, like I take like my profession very seriously. Like I come from the point of really like contribution. I'm very interested into what people have to say, like, and like I love open houses, and I'm so sad we don't have them currently because of, because of COVID. But, like open houses, just like many other things, are great opportunities to get like business. First of all, you're there to do your job and sell the property that these clients are coming to, see. So, like, you want to get the conversation started. You want to find out what they're thinking about. If they're having any questions about the property, highlight the things that are great about it, like address if they have some objections in regards to that property, but also make a contact. You never know if they, like, if these clients, just like you, Maury, like already have an agent or they don't, like maybe you're gonna have like great chemistry with them. They're really gonna like what you have to say, what you're asking, what you're listening to, what they're telling you, and they will want you to represent them either like in a deal for that particular house, or there's chances that that particular house is not really what they're looking for, but you might be able to, send them properties that are much better match. So, like any opportunity where you like, whether you're talking to your own database, to your own like friends and family, or when you're out like doing your job and like an open house is like, it's like especially a great situation because whoever is there at an open house is either buying at that particular moment or starting that search. Like, so that's a great opportunity. So you always want to talk, and you always want to listen, like, and that's going to be like one of the main things that we're going to learn today, like how to listen, how to ask the right questions, and how to like respond. So like moving forward, this like we mentioned this like conversation starters, like the ones that were on this slide that you're often going to hear, like if you go shopping, like for like for anywhere, anything. They're commonly used in like sales and service industries, and we're going to concentrate on the ones that are focused on real estate. And they are only successful in my like experience if like they're told in a genuine way, and also combined with your own like knowledge of the industry, of the market, like, and like whatever like you are doing. So the scripts should be like 100% customer oriented, and like, and they're to benefit the client. So if you're coming from like the point of real genuine interest, and like really trying to through the questions and answers help them out, like people always respond to that. And that's what is going to set you apart for vast majority of the other agents. I know that typically for beginning agents, like you're just always intimidated and thinking you're like, oh my God, there's like so many agents out there. How many do you know? Like, and you're aware that your friends know many other real estate agents, and like they have been in the business like for a long time. They've done so many like transactions. They have the experience. They like they know the industry inside out, and that's like the biggest fear, like fear that you as beginning agents have. But just in any business, know that there's so many agents out there, like even like successful ones, that still don't do things like in the way that you could be doing them. And like, and like in many occasions, like this one that like Maury mentioned, like when he's going to an open house, like the listing agent is not even like engaging or like getting on the opportunity to gain a new client or to collect clients any way that he can. Like I also remember my very first deal when I started my first year of real estate. I remember like I was hosting an open house, And like, and I was following up like after that open house, like, and I was consistently doing it for a couple of months. Like sometimes you follow up, you hear back right away, like from the clients that you met. Like sometimes you don't hear them for a couple of months. And I will never forget, I was just 6 months in the business, and there was this wonderful couple that came like with their baby to the open house, and I was like super engaged with them. I helped like watch the baby while they were, like like seeing the house, and I thought I had like such a, like good rapport with them, like, and I was so shocked that they were not responding to like me reaching out, like via phone or like email. But 2 months later, all of a sudden they gave me a call, like, and they said like, listen, like we are now ready, and like wanted to meet with you. Like, and when we met, like they told me one thing that stuck in my brain, and that was like, it's like, we're always wondering like why agent asks us to sign the signing sheet, like when we come to the open house, because like nobody ever, until you contacted us after the open house. And that was like my big aha. Like I was like, oh my God, like, is this really possible? Because like, especially with the agents that have been in business for a long time, like sometimes it happens like we're just like so busy, like working on deals and get caught up in, like just the minutia of the everyday business, that, like some agents just forget about, like how important the lead generation and follow up really is. And even though you feel intimidated and you think they just have it all, like, so you're like ready and done for them, that's not always the case.
I have a
So,
similar experience. My first listing, which was last March, um, it was COVID, so we were the first ones to do by appointment only. And this doctor came by and he said, "Oh, I don't have an appointment, but can I see the house?" And I said, "Well," I explained COVID. I said, "But you know what? The last appointment is at 5:30. If you want to come back like just after 5:30, I'll let you in the house." So he came back and the house wasn't for him. And he said, "I think I'm really looking for a piece of property that I could build a house on. And if you could find me something, let me know." Well, since last March, it's now the end of January, so almost a year, I've been searching for property where he wanted to buy. I've been staying in touch with him. We opened escrow on Monday of this week. He's buying 2 parcels of land that he's going to build his house on. So it's the same thing that you're saying, Dragon. Just, he was somebody that happened by. I treated him well, followed up with him, stayed on it with him, and now we're in escrow.
excellent, excellent. So going back to this, like going back to the scripts, like as we mentioned, like scripts will, like build the confidence in the, like job ability. They will allow you to stay focused on, like on the conversation, and like, and in that moment of the, like conversations with clients, and they will allow for consistency and what is said, and like actions that agents take. And like, it's very important that you do understand that, like the communication isn't about what, like you think the clients are saying. It's really, like about what someone actually hears. So scripts allow agents to have rehearsed responses that deliver a powerful message in a way that customers, like will best understand. And like, and they will also allow us to ask even more power questions as a follow-up in a way that, like um, will be able to, for us to communicate the information to the customers that will best, like serve them. I wanted to share like one, like I wanted to share a video with you guys, and let me just open the Just one moment. I had it open and my computer crashed right before the class. Let me just open the video so that we can. Okay, so let me see. John, I'm going to share my screen. And I'm not sure if, yeah. John, can you, okay, let me see if I can do that now. Can you guys see my screen now? Like there is a slide how to use scripts.
Yes.
Okay, let me. Okay.
Hi, I'm Jeff Glover, and I'm going to tell you the top 5 things that you need to know about using scripts. Step 1, you're going to need to get your scripts from a top agent at the office, your team leader, a MAPS coach, or of course, Keller Williams University. Step 2, we're going to need to do a total transformation of, instead of talking and telling, of asking questions. Selling isn't telling, selling is asking a series of questions that leads to desired response. So instead of talking so much, we need to get in the habit of asking questions. And asking questions gives us control of the conversation. Control of the conversation gives us our ultimate outcome, which is an appointment set or closing. Step 3, we need to listen with good intentions. Well, what I mean by that is we need to listen to their answers instead of just listening to them talk and asking another question that comes to mind. For example, instead of asking a seller where they're moving to and then going on to the next question, how soon would you like to be there? Ask them, where are you moving to? And when they give you a response, what takes you there? Step 4 in becoming better at scripts is we need to learn to mimic, mirror, and match the prospect. What I mean by that is we have to listen to their tone of voice. We have to speed up or slow down based on how fast the prospect is talking. That means when they respond and say, we're moving to Toledo. Oh, Toledo, that's exciting. What takes you there? 93% of communication is body language and tonality. And that means only 7% are the words that we say or the questions that we ask. Step 5, we need to take these 5 points and practice them daily. If you think of NFL teams, they practice 50, 60 hours on the practice field for a 1-hour game. Our game is our presentations and our appointments, and we need to practice daily everything that we've learned every single day before we meet with our clients. When it comes to scripts, my biggest aha is that everybody has their own scripts. We're pre-programmed to have scripts, and we're talking and asking questions that are scripted. However, what we found is that most of our own scripts are no good. And so we have to learn the right scripts, the right questions to maintain control of the conversation. Thanks for watching KW Connect. Make it a great day.
Okay. So, I wanted to share with you, I'm gonna upload it here to the, I just shared in the chat like one of the scripts, and I will also share with you another amazing resource that I'm not sure if you have already received through Ignite, but it's the great one to keep. It's the all of the Keller Williams University scripts on all different, you know, like aspects in our business, from, you know, like lead generation to like negotiating contracts. And I pulled one, which is, you know, like the petitioning a past client. So I don't know, can you guys see it in the chat?
Mm-hmm.
So if you open it up, like this is also, like something that slightly modify you guys can use like these days as you're contacting, like people in your own network, especially like the people that you're closest with and that you feel like they would be the ones that will like trust you and want to support you, and that we will be invested in your business and sending you referrals, like for your clients. So like this is, like one of the scripts for, again, for past clients, or you can modify them slightly and use them this time. Like kind of like just wanted to go over it so that you kind of like explains like what we are talking about. So, like this is the one, let's say, like you work with the client, you like help them sell their home and buy a new one. And of course, like you will want to stay in touch with them, especially if you had like a great relationship and you did such a great job with them. You like, and like these past clients are going to be like one of your most powerful resources of, like future business leads, as like they can also vouch for you and they can also relate to their contacts and their friends and people that they know, like how great of an agent you are and how helpful you were, like, and all of that like good stuff. So you always want to keep in touch, and most importantly, always remind them that you're always looking for new clients, and you would so much appreciate if they would think of you if they hear that like someone in like their proximity is looking to buy or sell in the future. So, and you also just want to remain in close touch with them to know what's happening in, like in their lives. And so that, like, again, they remember that you really are interested, like you, whenever you talk, we always use this like acronym, which is called FORD, which F is for family, O for occupation, R for recreation, and D for dreams. So this is kind of like a reminder of things that you can touch on during every conversation with them, so that they will know that you really are interested, you remember things, you can also come from the point of contribution. And if you know that, like what's happening with their family or like with their work or like where they're planning to go on, like vacation, you can give them a good advice, you can send them helpful like resources, like you can just share your past experience, and this will like fortify in their like head that you're always just like super helpful, super interested, and and that like they want to recommend you to anyone that might be looking for like a real estate professional to help them with their needs. So like it's also very important before you start the conversation, like maybe to like keep the notes on like on these people, because sometimes, especially if you're doing lead generation and you're talking to people all the time, by next time, like several months later, you might forget some things that they told you last time. And like I always find it helpful that like I keep notes on like important things after our conversation, so that I will remember next time we speak, and that I will be able to ask questions and follow up on like on that. So like let's say like you're calling, it says like hello, you're like John, it's Dragana, like you wish them like either like happy birthday, which is a great occasion to like get in touch with someone, or tell them like happy anniversary of your home, because it's been like a year or two since they like bought their like a house that you helped them with. Like just ask them like what's been happening in your life, and then listen to what they're saying, ask questions again, like check about what's happening with their family, what's happening at work, if they're planning any vacations, like, and like what like what hobby or like interested things like they've been like involved with. And then, like always end up with reminding them about what you do, like how much you enjoyed working with them. So, like you can say like, like, John, I so much enjoyed working with you and wanting to know if there's anything I can do for you, like for your family or any of your friends. I always want referrals from people I enjoy and respect, and I love to work with your friends and family because I had such a great experience working with you. Is there anyone in your immediate, like business, anyone like whom you jog with, like anyone like who you like golf with, like who might be looking to buy or sell? And then just like tailor this conversation to their lifestyle, like to, like what they do, like the clubs or organizations that belong to like their, interests. You can, like, if you look here, like it's, like you can also ask, is there anybody like with whom you like sail, or like with whom you like you're taking this like online class, or like whatever it is. And always remember that whoever sends you a referral, always thank them in a meaningful way, whether something comes from their referral or not. It is not everyone is going to put an effort to think of you, to call you, to let you know that someone is looking, like that they will like go out of the way to really recommend you. So when people do that, like be always grateful, acknowledge it, and in some way like reward them, like whether anything comes from that referral or not. Because when you do that, you will make sure that these people will think of you again and will recommend you again. And who knows what is going to come out of all of this. Like I have one dear friend who has referred me to 5 different clients, like so far. From one of these clients, like I closed a deal 2 years ago, and I got from that client like 3 more referrals. So, like, and I'm always very generous and very thankful for these like recommendations, and keeps these relationships open. And I always do everything I can to help these people with whatever they're doing and whatever they need help with, and whatever I can help them with. So like always make sure like that you like you're interested in what they have to say, what they're doing, but always like find a meaningful way to ask them to remember you as a real estate resource, offer your help with any even like real estate like questions that anybody might have, like so that you can be just like the person that they think of whenever real estate comes to mind, whether it's just a question, or where like whether it's like the actual need that they need to either buy, sell, or lease, like whatever it is, because then these will lead to like more business and like in the future. So this is like just an example of the scripts, but I would love you to take time like in next few weeks and like go through the whole document and keep it, and keep like with all of different scripts, and keep referring for it and keep coming back to it. And I would also recommend you to maybe here in your class, like with like the colleagues that you're doing this course with and that you're starting with, make them your script partner. I think it's very, very important that you have a script partner and someone that you can practice these scripts with. It's very important that you actually like practice them like loud, like, and say the scripts just to make sure that they sink in, and also to make them your own. And it's very nice when you have someone on the other side that can respond to you one way or another, so that you can also practice different way you can take that like conversation further and answer more and more questions. So, you know, like as part of a regular practice, you know, like I would, you know, like recommend finding a script partner and make it a regular practice every week, you know, like maybe once or twice a week, to have, you know, like a regular date with this script partner and just pick different scripts. Be prepared for that practice, and when the practice actually happens, then both sides, like you go back and forth and, you know, like practice certain scripts, and then next time move to another subject. And like that way you can slowly get through all of them, you know, like again, finalize your own scripts if you find that maybe, you know, like you will typically be giving for any particular situation like several different options. Just find the one that, you know, like seems more natural to you, that you think would work best with, you know, like the people in your surrounding. And again, then when you're in a particular situation, you know, like just, you know, like pick up bits and pieces of that like situation and apply it like to this script. Also, you know, like as you like they mentioned in, you know, like in the video that I showed, like it's very important to, you know, like be aware how the tone of voice and our body language affect the conversation. Like repeat sometimes like things that your clients are, you know, like telling you, like, you know, like nod, like so that they know that you're really like paying attention. And also by, you know, like if they keep coming back to something, like if there's, you know, like something that they're letting you know, like if you repeat what they say, it will also like sink in their head that you're getting it, and also it will help them solidify that thought like in, you know, like in their head, so they will realize some things that they might have not realized before. So now that you understand the purpose of scripts, like what do you like, why do you think they benefit, you know, like us as agents to use them?
So you're prepared. You have something to say, and you have something that's proven and effective to say.
Absolutely. And also, you know, like just be aware that like the more you practice these scripts, like the more you will come off, you know, like as natural. And so that it's not just like a learned script and you're just saying something like a machine, like, but you know, like just as you know the prepared answers and how to address like the questions or, you know, like issues that, you know, like rise up, that will just help you be like feel more confident in your conversations with them. So it does take time, and again, just make it a regular practice. Just like you set up time every day to do the lead generation, set up the time to practice the scripts. And again, very, very helpful. Do, you know, like do the role play and have a script partner, and make it like a weekly date that you can start working on that. Ultimately, because of this, you know, like scripts, just remember that that makes you a better agent, like which will help in the end sell more houses, and in the end earn more, you know, like income from, you know, like from what we do. Do you guys, you know, like, I don't know, like if you have, you know, like before, like divided in groups, like and practice the scripts, like if there's like something that we can maybe do right now, like John, like do you think that maybe we can do like 2 breakout rooms? And John, are you there? I don't think like John is here.
Hi, I'm here. Sorry, I had it on mute.
Okay, so I was wondering, like maybe because you know, like there is now we have I think like 6 participants. I think Yvette join us as well. Like can we maybe do like a couple of like breakout sessions and just practice like with 2 people, like practice like the second script here for like a minute.
That would be fine.
So can you guys like the script that I went over, like there was another one just underneath. So like when John divides it, like you just like go with your partner and just go over it. And you know, like one is an agent, the other one can be like the client on the other side, and you can just like go over the script just to see how that will work. John, or would it be better just to maybe like go like with you know like 2 of the participants and just go over it, like Maury and Lance go over the script so that we don't have to do the breakout sessions and maybe like easier?
Sure.
Maury, Lance, is that okay?
Yeah.
Does everyone have that script open, the script number 9, so we can go over the second one? So Maury maybe can be the agent and then Lance can be the client.
Oh, you want us to do it with everyone? Okay. Which script are we looking at?
If you look in the chat, like I uploaded, you know, like
the ones you uploaded?
yeah.
Okay.
So you like I read the first one, maybe you guys can go over the second one. It was the first file that I uploaded.
Oh, the first file? I'm sorry. I think I'm on the second file.
Yeah.
Let me
It's
download.
called like script petitioning a past client.
Oh, okay. One sec. Yep, I see it. It says petitioning a past client script number 9.
Yes.
Actually. Yeah. Oh, that's it. Okay.
Yeah. So if you can just go over it, like quickly go over the second one. Lance, do you have it?
Yeah, I have it up.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, sure. You want me to be the agent?
Yes, please.
Oh, okay. It's Allied Resource. Hi, Lance. I know you refer a lot of people to me. Would you do me a favor?
Sure, yeah.
Okay, great. Whenever someone says we are looking for a good agent, and I know you're good about saying Maury is the best, would you just say to them, I've got the greatest agent? And would you then just say, I'm just going to call him with your name and number and ask him to give you a call?
Yeah, of course, Maury.
Oh, that would be great. Let me tell you why I'm requesting this. Because if they are just handed a name and a number, they're going to misplace it. And I know I would. Then an opportunity will present itself to them like an open house or a builder, and they will start working with an agent or a builder representative without ever meeting me. I would love to call them. I'd love to introduce myself and help them out and give them a chance to make their own decision. What do you think of that?
That sounds great, Maury. Yeah, I'll definitely keep my ear out for you.
That would be great. I'd so appreciate it.
Great. Well, thank you so much. It was great. And you know, like again, it's very important, like when you practice in the scripts, you like to have the right mindset, you like about them. And you know, like to become an expert on scripts, you just take the practice, like so you again read through them, repeat them, you like loudly practice with the partner, and the more you do it, it's just going to become the second nature going forward. And in between, you like doing the scripts, just listen to what the other side has to say. So, like repeat what they're saying and ask more questions about, like what they're telling you, so you can discover what's really on their mind, what their objections or fears are, so that you can, like address them.
And am I still on? Yeah. I think for me anyway, when I practice them, I don't look to memorize them verbatim. If there's like two nuggets in there, two really good things to remember, the more I practice it, it just becomes like that script is memorized in my head, so I can throw out that piece of information during a conversation. Like certain things come up, I'll hear people say, well, what do I really need an agent for? There's Zillow, there's Redfin. And I always say, yeah, that's great. But it's not about finding you the house. It's about negotiating you into the house. We have an escrow company and a title company, and we know how to negotiate requests for repairs. And it leads me into that. So that's a takeaway that I just have in my brain. When people say that, I know how to answer them. So I think that's a benefit of constantly practicing the scripts.
Absolutely. And listen, if you learn it all by heart and just delivering it every single time, like a machine, it's not going to sound genuine, and people do sense that, and and then you're not going to be believable. So you definitely do not want, you definitely do not want that. But again, they will help you have prepared answers, so that you don't have to, put them on hold and look for the answers and, and ask someone else. You will know what you can answer in certain situations. And, and it's just helpful to have more meaningful conversations, with clients, and also to communicate your own value, for example, what you just mentioned, more, so that they understand in the in the beginning stages of conversations with them, what you bring to the table, how and why it is important to work with with an agent. And as Maury said, many people these days, especially with Zillow, Redfin, and what all of these end user apps that are being used, people think it's all only about finding a house. That used to be important back in the days when none of these apps existed, and when we agents were the only ones that had access to the data about new listings on the market. But now that everyone pretty much has access to the same information, it's important to tell them, finding a house is only a small part of what I can help you with. Finding a house is a joint effort. We will work together as a team to find something. Please do send me any listings that you come across, because that's really going to help me figure out what exactly you're looking for, what exactly you like what you respond to. But again, you explain to them that there's so much before you get into the escrow, during the escrow, and close to the end of escrow that needs to be done by every single agent, that only an expert who is a professional in the field, who has great relationships with the other agents, who has a great knowledge of the market, who has a great knowledge of the contract, who's been in situations many times before, or you, even if you're just starting in the business, you work with experienced agents in your office, you working with your coach, and with people who bring that experience that you might be lacking for the time being, to the table, and that will help them, first of all, get the house that they like, because working in such competitive market as we are in, like these days, it takes a lot of skill and negotiation, like to make sure that your client's offer actually wins in multiple offer situation, which is pretty much what happens with like any listings like these days, unless they're like very much overpriced. And then once you are in escrow, there's so many like new points of negotiations that like they need help with, and they need their own agent and someone who is their best advocate and knows how to handle these negotiations to help them get the best deal that they can and end up like with the house that they like at the best possible terms that they can get, like for that that house. And if there is like if they're buyers and in that escrow, that like you might even be able during that escrow to negotiate even better deal for them, like based on the new knowledge that you will have to uncover during the course of the escrow. So that's like pretty much like all I wanted to go through, and hopefully like I was able to help you realize how important it is to like practice and learn the scripts, how you can control the conversation, how you can take the conversation deeper to communicate your like value, and to also find out about your clients' motivations and like objections, and in order to do the best job that you can as an agent and help them the best way you can. So as I mentioned, continue doing what hopefully you have been doing so far, like continually generation every day. Like I hope you are able to dedicate 1 or 2 hours a day during the week to reaching out to the people in your database, especially now when you're just starting this new career and when you have something very exciting to tell them that like this is something you're doing now, like, and to let them know that you need their help and ask them for their help, like to develop that business, to grow that business and to become successful. Like people, like especially if it comes from the genuine point of view, like people that care about you and about your well-being, if they sense that this is something you're really excited about, you're putting a lot of effort, like you have great support, they will want to help you out. And like typically, like from my experience and like from looking at how many other agents like have succeeded in the very beginning, I think you will mostly be successful getting referrals from your closest surrounding, from like your family, friends, and from colleagues from whatever your previous career has been, who know you well, like who know how professional you are, and they know how professional you were in your previous career, so they will have the same expectations for you starting this new career. And they will be the ones who will want to support you and send the business your way. So make sure that you reach out to these people first, and you will see, like in the end, you will probably have 10 or maybe 20 people who will support you from the very beginning, and they will probably stay your very loyal referral resource, especially if they refer someone to you the first time, you end up doing a great job, then they will be even more incentivized to support you through your career. So be mindful of that, and stick to like time blocking and planning time to do this lead generation and to follow up on a regular basis. And as we discussed, learn the scripts, practice the scripts, and apply the scripts. And the more you start talking to people and these conversations lead you one way or another, you will start feeling more and more confident about discussing any aspect of our like real estate job. And also the more you learn about the market, the transactions and the contracts and everything else will just help you become more confident. And once you're more confident, trust me, it will, you know, like show in like the amount of business you're going to be doing as well. Are there any questions in regards to this or anything else that you have learned so far through Ignite, or that you have experienced through the conversations you have had so far doing the lead generation? Is there anything I can answer for you or help you with? Bella, how has it been going for you? Like, did you get started just with the Ignite?
Yeah, I just got started, but I'm still like right now in the transition of training the real estate assistant here. Her name's Erin for Laura. So I haven't been able to like jump in 100% to be able to do like my schedule and things like that. But I'm getting there, and I'm starting the Ignite classes, so that's good.
Excellent, excellent. Just trust me on that. If there's one thing that I want you to pick up from, you know, like two things actually. Stick to time blocking and plan time for these activities. Most importantly, your first year of business, there's two things that you should be concentrated on. Like one is the lead generation and the second one is education and learning. Do the Ignite and practice the scripts and surf the net, look at the listings, like know the market so that you're ready for those conversations that you're going to be having while you're doing the lead generation. You know, like I know at the very beginning, everything is so overwhelming because there's just like so much like out there, and you know, like, and it's one of those things, the more you learn, the more you discover how much there is to learn. And just know that, you know, like, even with us that have been in, like I've been in business for 6 years, there have been agents like that have been in business for 20 years. The great thing about our job is that, you know, like every day deal, you're dealing with something new, and every day you're learning something new. Sometimes like I'm going to have a situation in a deal or with a client that I haven't had, you know, like before. I'm always like reaching out. And as I mentioned, like the great thing like about our office is that we have very, very supportive community. Always feel free like to reach out to me. I'm going to share my contact information. If you have any questions, you have a great coach, reach out to him. Like we have an amazing team leader like Joyce. There's so many different like resources. So, you know, like I always like still, you know, like I reach out to the other colleagues that I know like might be specializing in a certain area or might be like certain aspect of, you know, like real estate. I ask them for advice, and I always like to ask like 2 different agents like for like advice, because again, as I said, same things can be done like 2 different ways, and just depending on the experience that, you know, like we all, you know, like have had, we might know different answers to the same questions. So again, I know it's hard, like likely doing another job at the same time. So it's very hard to find time in a day, like to do all of this. But whatever is that time, like every day or every couple of days, like make sure that you time block it and you have a plan of exact activities you're going to be doing, and they should be concentrating on lead generation and learning. So stick to the Ignite, very, very, very important. Try to do it every day, like at a certain time. And apart from that, set up at least an hour, like a day, that you're going to be reaching out to the people in your like database, letting them know what you're doing, what you're learning, how excited you are, and most importantly, ask them to think about you, like whenever they have a real estate question or need, and let them know, like, even if I don't have the answer, you're like my coach, like my partner, my mentor, like they've been in the business, like super successful, like I will find the answer for you. Don't ever lie, like, and don't give people like the answer that you're not sure about. Always be honest and just say like, listen, I'm not sure about this, but I want to get the best answer for you. Like, let me contact a couple of people and I'll get back to you. Like, people will appreciate that. And also, you know, like, you will find out, you will get back to them, and they will be, you know, like, very happy, like, about that, like, and like, know that you're doing it so professionally that they will want to work with you in the future or refer the business to you. Patty, how's it been going for you?
It's been going okay. I've been making my calls. I just have to get into command and start inputting.
Mm-hmm.
And some days are easier to do it than others because of life stuff. And sometimes I'm working. But right now I have some time in between, so I'm trying to catch up on everything.
Great.
Well, and usually if I'm at work or, you know, I can put the earphones in and then make a couple calls and just try, you know, I'm just trying to call every day, but it's not always easy.
Of course it's not, like, but it's great that you're trying to do it, like, and do it on a, like, on a regular basis. And again, time block. Everything is about time blocking and planning the activities and sticking to it.
Yeah.
And also, you know, like, great to have someone to help you, like, keep you accountable, like, for that, because sometimes it just gets like so easy to like get into all of these other things like that you're doing, and taking a day or two off of, you know, like, the generation or the learning, and then it's harder and harder to get back like into that habit. But if you stick to the timetable and to, you know, like, a time blocking, that will be super, super helpful.
Yeah.
Lance, and how about you?
Yeah, I've been learning a lot. I haven't really been making any calls at this moment, but been trying to get a game plan of how I'm going to talk to people, you know, my sphere especially, which I felt uncomfortable about in the recent past, but kind of understanding more of how, you know, to approach people using the Ford method, and just, you know, not necessarily looking for business. I mean, looking for business, but, you know, always looking to, you know, add some value and find out more about, you know, other people's lives, and, you know, just being a part of them in a genuine way.
Which is most like important, you know, like, if you come from that point of contribution, like, people will always respect and appreciate that, and you know, like, and they will get back to you. Like, so again, don't make it always about like real estate, like, be interested in what they have to say, you know, like, and find a way that feels natural for you to always, like, maybe just like even in one sentence, just to remind them about what you're doing, and ask them to remember you whenever they have a real estate question and need they or anybody else they might know. Because, you know, like, sometimes like people, like, if you don't ask them specifically, they might think like, listen, like, he might not be ready like yet, he might not know, like, he might not have this. If they don't know that you have like amazing support, like how much you've accomplished already, what you're working on, and letting them know you are ready and to think about you, they will not. You know, like, so you need to like specifically put it out there, but do it in a like genuine and a natural way. So I did put in the chat like my name, my email, my phone number. Please copy it, and please use me as a resource. I was in your shoes not that long ago. I know things can be overwhelming, but you know, like, if you have questions, always happy to help any way I can. Okay.
Thank you so much.
Thank you all so much. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the rainy day today, and good luck with Rob is going to be teaching on Monday, like another Ignite session. And Rob is also, like on our Agent Leadership Council. He's great. So be sure to be there for his class as well on Monday. Nice. So nice to see you, Maury, and so nice to meet like the rest of you. I wish you the best of luck with this new exciting career, and make the best out of it. And I'll see you also, I think, like in about 10 days, I'm going to be teaching another class. So I look forward to seeing you then. Meanwhile, I'm around, so reach out if you need anything.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dragana.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.